Millions of years ago, Earth wasn't always our world. Long before humans walked the planet, it belonged to monstrous predators so powerful and terrifying they ruled the land, sea, and sky without question. These ancient killers shaped evolution itself, turning survival into a daily battle. Today, we're uncovering the deadliest predators to ever roam the prehistoric planet. Creatures so fierce, so perfectly designed to hunt, they still inspire fear millions of years later. From enormous sea hunters with crushing jaws to sky assassins that could snatch prey mid-flight, this was an age when humans didn't exist and predators ruled everything. 60 million years ago, the oceans were ruled by a predator so massive and terrifying that even today it lives in our nightmares, Megalodon. This gigantic shark measured up to 60 feet long, 3 times larger than a great white, with teeth the size of human hands and a bite force strong enough to crush a small car in one strike. Megalodon wasn't just powerful, it was strategic. It hunted by ambushing its prey from below, launching upward with incredible speed, and targeting the fins first to immobilize massive whales before delivering the killing blow. The seas were filled with prey like seals, giant turtles, and early marine mammals, but nothing escaped its reach. Scientists believe a single megalodon could eat over 2,500 pounds of meat in one bite. But for all its dominance, Megalodon disappeared about 3 million years ago, likely due to cooling oceans and dwindling food sources. Yet even now, when people dive deep into the ocean, they can't help but wonder, what if something that big still lurks below? While the oceans had Megalodon, the skies were once ruled by a flying predator unlike anything alive today, Hatzegopteryx. With a wingspan stretching nearly 36 feet, this late Cretaceous pterosaur soared above ancient Romania like a living nightmare. What made it terrifying wasn't just its size, but its hunting style. Unlike fish-eating pterosaurs, Hatzegopteryx had a short, powerful neck and a massive beak built for crushing bone. It stalked the ground like a silent shadow, swooping down to snatch small dinosaurs, mammals, and reptiles in a single strike. Scientists believe its bite was strong enough to kill prey instantly, and its sharp beak allowed it to swallow smaller victims whole. In the isolated island ecosystems it lived in, Hatzegopteryx likely sat at the top of the food chain with no competition. Imagine walking through a prehistoric forest and hearing the sound of beating wings above, knowing you had nowhere to hide. In a world where staying unseen was survival, the skies weren't safe either, because when Hatzegopteryx descended, nothing escaped alive. If there's one predator that symbolizes prehistoric dominance, it's Tyrannosaurus rex, the undisputed king of late Cretaceous North America. Standing over 12 feet tall, stretching nearly 40 feet long, and weighing more than 12,000 pounds, T-Rex was built for raw power. Its 12-inch serrated teeth were perfectly designed for tearing flesh, and its bite force over 12,000 pounds per square inch remains one of the strongest in history. But T-Rex wasn't just strong, it was intelligent. Fossil evidence suggests it had excellent eyesight and a keen sense of smell, allowing it to track prey across miles. Some scientists believe it hunted in coordinated groups, taking down massive herbivores like Triceratops and Edmontosaurus. Others think it also scavenged when needed, making it an opportunistic survivor. Either way, if you were living in its world, there was no escaping its reign. In a single strike, it could crush bone, rip through muscle, and end a fight before it even began. But while T-Rex ruled the land, some predators relied on speed and cunning instead of brute strength. Unlike the towering giants of the Cretaceous, Velociraptor was small, fast, and dangerously intelligent. At just 2 feet tall and 6 feet long, This predator weighed no more than 35 pounds. But size didn't matter when you hunted in packs. Living in the deserts of ancient Mongolia, Velociraptors used razor-sharp, sickle-shaped claws on each foot to slice into prey, striking with incredible precision. Their lightweight build and long tails gave them perfect balance, making them agile hunters capable of outmaneuvering larger animals. Scientists believe velociraptors were among the smartest dinosaurs, communicating with each other to coordinate attacks and corner prey. They primarily hunted small, herbivorous dinosaurs, but weren't afraid to gang up on something bigger when the opportunity came. Fossils even show velociraptors locked in combat with protoceratops, proving how fearless they were. These predators didn't need size to dominate. They used speed, teamwork, and strategy. In a world filled with giants, velociraptors proved that intelligence and coordination could be just as deadly as raw power. Before Megalodon ever existed, another ocean killer ruled the prehistoric seas, Liopleurodon. This massive marine reptile lived during the Jurassic period and could grow over 30 feet long, making it one of the largest plesiosaurs ever discovered. With jaws lined with sharp, conical teeth and an estimated bite force strong enough to crush bone, Liopleurodon dominated its ecosystem. Unlike fast, long-distance swimmers like dolphins, it relied on ambush tactics, hiding in the shadows and launching explosive attacks on anything unlucky enough to swim past. Fossils suggest it hunted ichthyosaurs, sharks, and other large marine reptiles, leaving little safe in its path. Scientists also believe Liopleurodon had an extraordinary sense of smell, allowing it to detect prey from miles away. Picture yourself swimming in a Jurassic ocean, unaware of the massive shadow moving silently beneath you, until suddenly it strikes from below. In a time when the seas were filled with giant predators, Liopleurodon was a nightmare brought to life, and for millions of years, it ruled the underwater world without challenge. In prehistoric Australia, danger often came from above, and no predator embodied this better than Thylacoleo carnifex, also known as the marsupial lion. Despite weighing only around 250 pounds, it was one of the most efficient killers ever to walk the continent. Thylacoleo had retractable thumb claws sharp enough to slice through flesh, and a bite force stronger than any living big cat today. Its short, stocky build and powerful limbs allowed it to climb trees, making it the ultimate ambush hunter. Scientists believe Thylacoleo waited silently in the branches, ready to pounce on unsuspecting prey below, including giant kangaroos, wombat-like diprotodons, and possibly even early humans. Once it struck, escape was nearly impossible. Its claws held victims in place while its bone-crushing jaws delivered the fatal bite. Fossil evidence suggests Thylacoleo played a significant role in shaping Australia's ancient ecosystems, keeping herbivore populations in check. But around 40,000 years ago, as humans arrived and climates changed, this incredible predator disappeared forever, leaving behind nothing but bones and mysteries of how terrifying it must have been to encounter one in the wild. 60 million years ago, in the steamy tropical swamps of what is now Colombia, the ultimate serpent slithered through murky waters, Titanoboa, measuring nearly 45 feet long and weighing over 2,500 pounds. This colossal snake was larger than any python or anaconda alive today. Titanoboa was an ambush predator, using stealth and patience to its advantage. It likely hid beneath the water's surface, waiting silently for crocodiles, giant turtles, and even early mammals to wander close before striking with lightning speed. Once it coiled around its prey, there was no escape. The crushing power of its body could exert pressures strong enough to stop a heart within seconds. Its enormous size suggests Titanoboa thrived in warmer climates with abundant prey, dominating the swamp ecosystem without competition. Scientists believe it played a key role in maintaining balance by controlling populations of other large reptiles. But as Earth's climate cooled, Titanoboa's reign came to an end. Still, the thought of walking through ancient jungles with a predator this massive lurking nearby is enough to make anyone hesitate before stepping into the water. In the final age of the dinosaurs, another apex predator rose to power in the oceans: Mosasaurus. Growing up to 50 feet long, with a flexible, muscular body, this marine reptile was built for speed and agility. Unlike slower ambush hunters, Mosasaurus actively chased its prey, using powerful flippers and a tail that propelled it like a torpedo through the water. Its double-hinged jaw allowed it to swallow prey whole, while its cone-shaped teeth sliced through fish, sharks, and even smaller mosasaurs. Fossils reveal Mosasaurus had an incredible sense of vision, making it a precision hunter in dark or murky waters. Its dominance placed it at the very top of the Cretaceous food chain, rivaled only by other giant predators like sharks and pliosaurs. Imagine a world where the oceans were alive with giants, and Mosasaurus ruled them all. When the asteroid struck 66 million years ago, it vanished alongside the dinosaurs, but its legacy as one of Earth's greatest marine hunters still fascinates scientists today. Its fossils remind us just how violent and unforgiving ancient oceans truly were. Not all prehistoric predators were massive reptiles or giant sharks. Some terrorized from above, and Haast's eagle was one of the deadliest sky hunters in history. Native to New Zealand around 700 years ago, this eagle had a wingspan of up to 10 feet and talons as long as a tiger's claws. Weighing nearly 30 pounds, it was strong enough to take down prey several times its size, including giant flightless moa birds that could weigh over 500 pounds. Scientists believe Haast's eagle used its incredible speed to dive from great heights, striking with enough force to crush bone instantly. Evidence also suggests it occasionally hunted early human settlers, making it one of the rare birds capable of preying on people. Its extinction came quickly once humans hunted moa to near disappearance, cutting off the eagle's primary food source. Today, its fossils reveal just how perfectly adapted this predator was for life at the top of its ecosystem. In a land filled with massive birds and limited mammalian predators, Haast's eagle ruled the skies until humans arrived and changed everything. For millions of years, prehistoric Earth was dominated by massive predators. But then, a smaller, smarter hunter appeared: Homo erectus. Emerging nearly 2 million years ago, these early human ancestors didn't have giant claws, sharp teeth, or powerful bites. Instead, they had intelligence, teamwork, and tools. And that changed everything. Unlike other predators, Homo erectus mastered persistence hunting, chasing prey for hours until exhaustion set in. They learned to create weapons from stone, use fire for protection, and communicate effectively during hunts. In doing so, they became the first species to consistently outthink and outmaneuver even the deadliest predators of their time. Over thousands of years, they drove many giants to extinction, including mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and giant sloths, reshaping ecosystems forever. This marked the dawn of a new apex predator, one that conquered through innovation rather than brute force. Humanity's rise as the ultimate hunter transformed Earth's natural balance, and in many ways, we've never stopped dominating since. But when we look back at these ancient predators, we're reminded that for most of history, we weren't the hunters, we were the hunted. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and join us for the next video, where we uncover more untold stories from humanity's past. Each episode takes us deeper into the mysteries of history, connecting us to the people and events that shaped our world today.